So I am back. I'll tell you what, the notifications that come up during games, I try to, sometimes if I'm looking at the screen, it's just a force of habit. I try to dismiss them by swiping off the screen. Sometimes if I don't swipe it and instead I tap it in the wrong way, it decides it wants to activate it. And that's what happened there. And I ended up activating the screen. It brought up YouTube because I got a comment on another video. And yeah, that was it. My bandwidth went into the crapper. And so I already introduced, for anybody who didn't, I may delete the other video. So we already did the ballpark effects rolls, 9s on the singles, 14 for lefty home run, 11 for righty home run. And already went over the lineup for the Mets. It'll be Ubaldo Jimenez pitching for the Orioles. And we will get started. Curtis Granderson, 311, fly ball to right field. And that's an out as Trumbo gets under that one and grabs it. Neil Walker, 2-7. Ground ball to Jonathan Scope. Scope sidearms at first for the out, 2 away. Jonas Cespedes, 2-4. That one is long, and that one is deep into the night. It is gone. Jimenez gets turned around there with that home run by Cespedes. And that is 1-0 Mets right off the bat. And Lucas Duda, 1-3. That'll be a single if it's a 1 on the D20. That is a 15, so that'll be a line out to Scope. But they pick up an early run as Cespedes connects. And oh, good. Yeah, I guess forget who the O's are playing tonight. Boy, who was it? It was is it the Nationals? I don't know. So, Mats will come out already with a lead. So, Orioles lineup, as I said, pretty. Kansas City, that's who it was. Yeah, okay. Pretty much a full strength lineup here for the Orioles. Hardy, short, Rickard left field, Machado third base, Trumbo right field to Adam Jones in center, Davis first, Wieters catching, Scope second base, and Jimenez pitching. Against the lefty Mats, here is J.J. Hardy leading off. 3-2, draws a walk. They won't hold Hardy on. He has no chance of stealing. It'll be Joey Rickard next. 4-9 against a righty, and that is a 6-4-3 double play. Hot shot right at Cabrera, and he turns 2, and here's Machado 2-10, and that is a single. Machado won't be running, and they won't be holding him on. Mark Trumbo, 4-10 against a righty. Catcher X. Catcher is Darno, 3-1. And a 3 and a 7. Pop up. Wait, no, there is somebody on base. So potential passed ball. And then 12 on the E1, no error. So we get a potential passed ball off of the wild pitch number for Mats. It's a 4. And there's no passed ball. It is a pop-up, which ends the inning. So, No runs for the Orioles. We're going to go to the second. Get that orange line out of the side there. Okay. Ubaldo. Pena, 2 home runs for the Orioles. Nice. I don't have a TV in my immediate view, so 2-8 strikes him out. 1 out. Conforto. 5-7 against a lefty. Singles. Conforto reaches. So Darno. He will hit away. 1-4. Potential single there. 1-15, and it'll be first and second. It's a 16. That'll be a line out to Hardy, and that'll be the second out as Drupal Cabrera. Conforto, not much speed there. Correct. They're not holding him on. He's going to go ahead and try to get a lead. Oh, no. All the times to have that thing bounce off into the middle of nowhere. It's now, with my knee not feeling the greatest. And where did you go? There you are. Okay. Okay. Well, it's a 6, so he does not get a good lead. He needed a 3 or a 4. Let's just roll the D20 again to make sure. Yeah. All right. So Cabrera, Conforto, without the good lead, is not going to try any stolen bases. 4. It's a 2 on the D20. It means we have to check about balk, or it would be a balk check. Jimenez is a 1 or 2 would be a balk. It's a 7, so no balk. We roll Cabrera again, 5-4 against, so he's a switchy, so he hits from the left. Fly ball to center field X, 2E2 for Adam Jones, 220, and then an 11, and I am pretty much guaranteeing that is going to be an out, and we will, 9, 10, or 11 are rarely going to get you an error unless it's somebody horrible. Hi, Larry. Stepped in a hole golfing and hurt your foot. Ouch. I hope it's nothing serious there, Larry. Mats will lead off the third there when they get it back around. He has to come out and pitch first. So Trumbo made the last out on the pop-up. So Adam Jones, 5-8 against a righty. Fly ball to center that Cespedes gets. 1 down. Chris Davis, 3-10. Ballpark home run for a lefty. 1-14. It is long, and this ball game is tied on a 10. Home run, Chris Davis. He likes lefties tonight. And it is 1-1. Matt Wieters, 3-7. Fly ball to left. That'll be the second out as Conforto makes the play on that one. And Jonathan Scope, 5-10 against a righty. Ground ball to short. That's Cabrera. 3-8. 3-4. Uh-oh. That is going to be a single, I think. That'll turn the lineup over. 3-4. Single 1. And 12 on an E8. That should be no problem. But a single means that Jimenez will come up. His number 1 pitcher's hitting card against Mats. And that is a 2-5. 2-5 is a strikeout. And that will end the second. But they square the score on a home run of their own. Chris Davis getting into the act. So Steven Matz against a righty, not faring too well. He hit lefties pretty decent. 112 is a line out to third. Machado makes the play. Lazy liner. Curtis Granderson. 4-5 lefty. Strikes him out. 2 outs. Neil Walker. 1-3 and a ballpark single. 1-9. That'll be a line out to, so he's batting from the left side, line out to second base. 1-2-3 inning for Ubaldo Jimenez. We're going to go bottom of third, 1-1. Got to learn how to move these games along some. They shouldn't take an hour and a half. J.J. Hardy against Matz. 6'8". Matz is a 2, which means that 6'11 would be a problem roll. That'd be an injury roll. 6'8". Instead, against a righty, strikes him out. 1 down, top of the order. So, Joey Rickard, second in order. 5'8" against a righty. Fly ball to Cespedes that's drawn in easily. And here's Manny Machado. 3-8. Fly ball again to Cespedes. This time little in. 1-2-3. Nothing for either team in the third. So we'll go to the top of the fourth with Cespedes, who made the last 2 outs. He will lead off. Tabletop Earl just uploaded ACLS 6. Okay, good. Cespedes against Jimenez. 4-7 against a righty. And that is a walk. They won't hold Cespedes on Lucas Duda. 3-6. And a 3-6, he lines it sharply, but right at Hardy. Hardy makes the grab on a rope. And it'll be David Wright next. 4-4 against a righty. Catcher X. 2E6 for Matt Wieters. 2-15. Foul out. 13 on the E6. No error. So foul out to the catcher. 2 out. Michael Conforto. Cespedes will take a flyer on that good lead. Doesn't get it. Needed a 3, gets a 6. So this is Conforto. 111. 111 ballpark home run for a lefty. This could give him a 3-1 lead. 1-14, and it is... That is... okay, now here we go. We're at Camden Yards. This is right... Wait, let's see. This is center field. So I got to check out Camden Yards center field height. Because 15 is the upper limit of the fly out. Center field is 7. So we got a Roberts situation here. First number in the fly out range with a left-hander is center fielder. So that'll be Adam Jones. He's a 2. So a 2 means 1-7 home run, 8-20 fly out. And it is a fly out, and that will end the inning. Robbed by Adam Jones. And so it will remain 1-1. Had a couple questions about the home run robber. As far as whether I was using it, and sometimes we just miss out on those situations, and my intention is to use them when, bring them up when we see them, and that time I did. So Trumbo, 2-4, ballpark single chance, 1-9, and the Orioles colored D20 rolls true for them off the lefty. So Adam Jones with Trumbo on first. 1-8. Fly ball to center field. That'll be the first out. Chris Davis homered his first time up. 1-8. Strikes out. So it's up to Matt Wieters now with Trumbo still at first. 2-4. The D20 stops on 19. It was spinning around there like a top. 2-4. Ground ball to second, and Walker throws to first to end the inning. No runs on a hit, and we're going to go to the fifth. Boy, and we're only 15 minutes into this video. That is excellent. Good time so far. Both teams keeping it somewhat simple here. d'Arnaud, 6'9". Now, Jimenez is a 1, so he needs a 6'12" for injury. 6'9" against a righty, strikes him out. And Jimenez is a fifth inning starter. Weakness guy for starter. Cabrera, 1-8, fly ball to center, 2 outs. So that means this inning, if it were 2 walks, 2 hits, or a combination of the two, he would be tired. So Steven Matz with 2 outs, 6-6 against a righty, strikes him out, and that will be it for the top of the fifth. Jimenez pitching pretty well here, and so he will get another inning. They'll let him hit probably here. Jonathan Scope, 1-8 singles, so that's going to give Ubaldo a chance to bunt here. He's a C bunter. They'll play in. That makes him a D. Still going to try to sacrifice on the D bunt. And a 6, which means the defense has a choice. I believe. Let's see. Catcher has a chance to make a play here at second base. Running speed -4 plus the defensive rating. So the defensive rating is a 3 for d'Arnaud. So that means Scope is 13, -4 is 9, plus 3 is 12. And they will honor the sacrifice and take the out at first. Have a chance at a big inning if you don't get that first out there. J.J. Hardy. Let's see, what's Scope got for speed? 3, not very good. Steven Matz, so they're actually +5. Let's see. Well, they're not holding Scope on, but so it's +5. It would be a 1 to 8 chance to steal third here if he gets a good lead. But he needs a 5, which is, it's not that it's uncommon, but hi, Al, Red Sox fan. With Scope at second, they're just going to let him swing away. Hardy, here we go. 4-9 against a righty. Ground ball to short. Scope will not be able to move up as Cabrera throws over to first, and Dudek makes the grab in time. Joey Rickard, 2 outs now. 3-5, and the 2 on the D20. So we check, see if it's balk or passed ball, and it would be balk. Matz is a 1 or a 2, and it's a 1, so Scope will move to third on the rare balk. So they will go ahead and re-roll everything. 6-7. against a righty, and he strikes out to end the 5th. Time to get his hip here. Okay. My strat plans were interrupted by needing to install a sink I've been putting off installing for a while, sort of a Mother's Day project that I was hoping not to have to do, but it's all right. Turned out okay. I'm going to have some extra work done on it probably, but not too much. Strikeout for Granderson, 1-8. I am not a plumber. That is not in my wheelhouse. But Neil Walker here, 4-9. Switch hitter, 4-9. Another strikeout for Jimenez. And this may be his last action here. Yoenis Cespedes. Where did I? 1-8. 1-8. And he draws a walk. So he's been on all 3 times. Jimenez has a +5 hold, so Cespedes will try to get a lead here. 3, no 3. They aren't holding him on, so it'll be 1-11. He's going to take the chance to get to second here and give Duda maybe a chance to single him home. And he gets the stolen base, and we re-roll for a throwing error, 1-15. Matt Wieters, he has a proclivity for throwing it away, and he does here. So Cespedes will move up to third base on the error, and that means Duda can single him home here from third. And a 1 on the D20 means a potential wild pitch, 1-7 for Jimenez. If it's a 1-7, that would be the go-ahead run. 16, no wild pitch. Blocked by Wieters. So Duda, 4-8 against a lefty. Another walk. So Jimenez is 1 walk away from being tired. And they're going to let him pitch to David Wright here. The Orioles will go to their bullpen if they don't get Wright out here. So this is his last chance. 4-11 against a righty. Ground ball to first base, and that is a place where you can, if you're the Orioles, you want him to hit it to either first or third. The corners are good. 1-11 for Chris Davis. Nine is a 1-9. He gets to it. And then 6-8 on an E11. Oh, no. 1 base error. David Wright reaches on the air. E3. Cespedes will score. It'll be an unearned run for Jimenez. What horrible luck. 2-1 now. First and second. And Conforto at the plate. And they're going to let him stay in there. 4-8 against a lefty. Another walk, and that will be it. Loading the bases. And so they're going to have to go to the bullpen. They do not want a... They don't want a case where anything happens here. They're going to go to Chaz Rowe, top of the 6th. So Jimenez, his day is done. He went 5 2/3. Chaz Rowe, he will hit in the pitcher spot. He will face Darno. Oh, no. been one of those days, I'll tell you. Getting frustrated. How far under did that thing travel? Rains, it pours. Oh, my goodness. Just exasperated. Stupid thing. It's just my luck tonight. Well, you just get out another D20 or D6 and we go with it. All right, Darno. 3-5. 3-5, single 2 stars. That's going to score 2 runs. How about that? Chaz Rowe getting messed over by a D6 that ran away. I should really dig that out and replay that. Of course, Mets fans would get angry probably. All right, so it's now Asdrubal Cabrera. 2-11, ground ball to second base, 4-3. So, I'm gonna put these. They get 3 runs on what? 1 hit and an error and a skittering runaway D6. Yeah, these dice. I already put boards up in front of this thing that's right in front of me here because they kept going under. So it just is going to have to go in a place where I really can't get it. Just because that's the way it has to be. Manny Machado, 5-3 against a righty. Fly ball to left. That'll be Conforto, 4-7, 6. That'll be probably a single. And maybe more on a 6, but 4-7. Outfield 4. Single, and then a 6 on an E7. 6E7 is right there. So it's 3-1, but we're going to get a single 2 with an E2. Single in air, batted to third. And then you get an E7. So that is not what the Mets had in mind. Mark Trumbo, 6'10". Matz needs a 6'11" for an injury. 6'10" righty. Strikes him out. Comes back and gets Trumbo. Now it's Adam Jones. 5-5 against a righty. Ground ball to shortstop. Asdrubal Cabrera. They're playing back, so this will likely score the run, but we'll see. 3E8 and a 4. Three and 4, single 1. Run will score 13 on an E8. No error. But that is a single for Jones and an RBI. And the error costly for the Mets is it's now 3-2, and Steven Matz is one away from being tired, and it'll be Chris Davis, who already is homered off of it. 2-10, strikes out. That's the second out. Should be the third. Well, shouldn't be the third out, but yeah, Matt Wieters. 5-12, batting from the right side. 1-18 would be a single. That would make first and second. And that is exactly it. And Mats is now tired. And the Mets will have to take a look at their bullpen here. And so the bottom of the sixth, they will go with Jim Henderson. Six injury +3 hold. Mats goes 5 2/3. And so, tying run in scoring position, Jim Henderson will face Jonathan Scope, and then the pitcher spot. So, righty-righty matchup here now. 4-6 against a righty, walks him to load the bases. And that gives the Orioles the opportunity to bring in a pinch hitter. They will go with Nolan Reimold. So he will hit in the pitcher spot. So the base is loaded, 2 outs. 3-6. 3-6 is a ground ball to second base, and that's going to end the inning. Reimold does not come through with that one. And so they do get 1 run, though. It's actually, what am I saying? It's 4-2. I was saying 3-2. I forgot they got a run in the first. 4-2. And we are going to go to the 7th inning. Chaz Rowe has been taken out of the game. They will go with Darren O'Day. All right, so they have they're definitely not gonna hit with Henderson here. So against O'Day, the righty, they will go with Eric Campbell to lead off here, taking Matz's place. So, top of the 7th, 4-2 Mets in the lead here. 3-6 against a righty. Ground ball to pitcher. O'Day throws to first for the out. The Grandy man. 2-9. Oh boy, he gets a hold of this one. It looks like he's going to set Darren O'Day down with a home run, and sure enough, that is a home run for Curtis Granderson. 5-2 as he cranks one out of the yard, and that is now 5-2. Neil Walker 1-5, and another chance of back-to-back homers here, 1-3. But that will be a fly out and a long one at that. That's the second out. And Jonas Cespedes 4-4 against a righty. Ground ball to short. Tough play there for Hardy. 2-8. And the 11 and a 9, that should be just fine. And it is, so 6-3. But another run, and I forgot to put the so we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th, and the Orioles are they need 3 runs here to get back in this game. 5-2. Mets will go back to their bullpen. Let's see. They're going to go with Robles here. Henderson went 2 batters. Now, because they used quite a few relief pitchers last game, I think they are going to do a double switch here for Robles. Yeah. Actually, they will leave Eric Campbell in the game. Take out Neil Walker. So Campbell, a slight downgrade in defense at second base. Not too bad. So he will stay in the game and play second base in the 8th. Or no, in the bottom of the 7th. And then up here in Neil Walker's spot will be pitcher 3, Hansel Robles. And so, that's how they will work that. Try and get him to go 2 innings, so he won't be available next game, but trying to get the other guys queued up, rested up for following game. Robles, by the way, is a 1 injury guy, and his hold is, the hold number is going to be +5. That is a 6-3 for a righty. Fly ball to left field. That's Conforto. 4-7. 4 and an 11. That is a single. E7 and 9, no error. But a single for Hardy to lead off. Joey Rickard. They won't be holding the runner on at first. 3-5 and a walk. So the tying run's going to come to the plate already. Robles can't get off the hitter's card. That brings up Manny Machado. 6-5 against a righty. Strikes him out. For the first out, Mark Trumbo. Dangerous hitter here. 4-9 against a righty. Oh boy, this could tie it up. 4-9. A 1-8 would be a game-tying home run. Does the big guy do it? And it is gone. That is a 2. A home run for Mark Trumbo. And Robles blows the save opportunity. Not really a save opportunity yet, but he needs a hold opportunity. He is taken out of the park. And Trumbo ties this ball game at 5. So, I mean, I guess now you're stuck using Robles, even though he's 2-2. Foul out to third base. That'll be the second out. You did the double switch. You kind of hate to. Here's Chris Davis. 6-7 against a lefty. And another walk. Robles, control issues right now. Matt Wieters. 1-10. No, 1-9. 1-9. And this one is going deep. It is long. And it is going to stay in the park. That'll be a double. Chris Davis kind of traipsing along to third base. 12, 13, 14. Game's taking too long. It's 9:40. Hi, Matt. I can't focus when I've got people yelling upstairs. So 2 outs. Davis 12, 13, 14 wasn't being held on. 15. And it is a center field chance. So -5. Oh wait, no. Yeah, -5 for Cespedes. 1-10. With Scope coming up, do you want to take the 1-10, 50% chance, or do you want to give Scope a chance to score? Score him with a hit. And maybe score 2. They're going to send him. They will throw home. Wieters will be able to move to third on the throw. 1-10. He is safe. 11-20. He is out. And he makes it. And they take the lead. So Jonathan Scope and Robles has imploded here. 1-7. Ground ball to short. That will end the inning. But 4 runs. They needed only 3 to tie the ball game, but the Trumbo home run did that, and then they get 2 more. And it is now 6-5. Orioles on top, and the cards have been flipped here a bit. Top of the 8th. Orioles are going to bring in Michael Givens. I'm sorry about that. The Mets are not doing so well in Milwaukee. So this is going to be Michael Givens trying to hold on to this lead. That's the thing is, like, you kind of feel like with these relievers that like Robles, I would expect him to be a little more dominant than, but you know, once you start getting the hitter's card, all it takes is a couple hitter's card rolls and one bad one on the pitcher card, and it can be. So O'Day, he pitched 1 inning for batters. We still got 2 innings to go here, and so Michael Givens. One injury guy, and he is not very good at holding runners on either. All right, Duda will lead off. Maybe the Mets will answer here. Could we get a seesaw battle? We'll see. Duda against Givens. Dropping dice all over the place tonight. 3, and I got to re-roll this one because it fell all the way down. 3-2. And I'll be a line out to first. 1 down. David Wright. 6-9 against a righty. Strikes him out. Michael Conforto. 4-10 against a lefty. 4-10. Fly ball to center. Adam Jones, 2-2. 2-1. That's going to be a base hit for the Orioles. Just when you think maybe things are starting to get a little... Wait, 2-1 is a double. 12 on the E2. Double for Conforto. Tying run at second. Just when you think things are starting to maybe kind of fly along there. Travis d'Arnaud now. 6-9 against a righty, and he strikes out. That will end it. Michael Givens gives an extra base hit to Conforto, but all said and done, he's able to get that final out of the 8th inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th, and they'll stick with Robles because he isn't tired, but he probably ought to be after how much he pitched there in that first inning of work. And the Orioles will bring in Hyun-Soo Kim. So he'll face Robles here. 5-10 against a lefty. Strikes him out. That's more like it. J.J. Hardy. 1-5. Ground ball back to Robles. Robles gave up 4 runs in Milwaukee. Sorry, I didn't know that these cards were so indicative of real life. 4-6 against a right-hander, strikes him out, and so he settles down here in the 8th, but looks like he had some nerves there with the lead. He had a 3-run lead, and he had trouble there, but the Orioles will turn to their closer, Zach Britton. Who I think he just got injured recently. Maybe today or yesterday. Britton 1. Givens goes 1. All right, so top of the 9th. They need a run to tie. The Orioles have their guy in there who, but the Mets still have, let's see, they have Lagares, Wilmer Flores. And they will start with Flores. You know what? No, they won't. They're gonna let Cabrera hit. Cabrera against Britton. Batting from the right side now. Turning around against the lefty. 3-8. Single. Mets still have some life here. Let's try to get a good lead here. If he can get it, it's only -1. They are not holding him on, so that would be a 1-16 if he gets a 3. But it's a 7, so no good lead. So Eric Campbell, he will be pinch hit for here. And it will be Wilmer Flores. Runner at first, nobody out. Wilmer Flores. 3-7. 3-7. A 1-3 would be a single. Only 15% chance at that happening. Line out to second if it's not, and it's a 14. So that is a line out to Scope, and that is the first out. Curtis Granderson. They will pinch hit for Granderson. Will they? Who is their other option off the bench? Diaza. They're going to save Lagares for... Of course, if Granderson hits into double play, the game's over. Runner on first. Tying run on first. Granderson at the plate. Lefty. It's a 10. 5-3 against a lefty. Ground ball to the pitcher. 2-0. This could be it. And a 3. 2 and a 3. That probably will at least get one more out. 2 and 3. That's a G3. Or wait, back to the pitcher, sorry. So the pitcher is Britton. 2. So there's a G3. Should mean everybody advances now. 14. Well, the E0. So that means it's... The G3 is the runner advances. So that'll be 1-3 on Granderson, but it does move the runner into scoring position with 2 outs. And so the pitcher spot up. I'm using Matt's card as a placeholder. And it will be Juan Lagares. Or Lagares, depending on how you want to say it. Tying run at second, 2 outs. Britton trying to get the save, and here is Lagares. Can he do it? And a 4-6 against a righty. 1-4 single. If they can get a 1-4 here, that would mean Cespedes comes up with the winning run 90 feet away, or the tying run 90 feet away. Need a 1-4, otherwise the game is over. And the game is over. That's a ground ball to third. Machado throws to first. That is your ball game. I forgot to write. I didn't have that moved down far enough, but that's okay. Mets lose a tough one here. They get a rally going in the ninth, but just cannot buy another hit. And it is 6-5 final here in Baltimore. The big inning off of Robles did in the Mets. He'll get the loss. The win will go to Darren O'Day, I believe. Actually, yes, Darren O'Day. So, and Givens will get a hold, and Britton will get a save, and Mark Trumbo, one of the big heroes, a 3-run home run in the 7th to tie the ball game, and then a 2-out double from Wieters. sealed the fate here today, and the Orioles will move to 2-2. Mets dropped to 1-3, still with a lot of games left to play in this season. So, thanks Al and thanks Derek. Yeah, it was a good exciting game. Good to the last drop, but including the last drop of the of the D6. So, but you know, I've had enough of that tonight. Okay, I'm gonna sign off here. Go check out Tabletop Earl's ACLS or ALCS. What am I saying? ACLS. ALCS game 6, and we'll be back here probably tomorrow with another game. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching, whether you watched live or after the fact. You're welcome, Matt 2112. Your comments couldn't be closer to the heart. You know what I mean? Little 2112. Trying to. Yeah, anyway, all right. So I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for watching. Strat on, guys. Have a great night, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I know that I don't think we have a huge female contingent on here, but anyway, women are very important in all our lives. So hope you all have a good day and celebrate your moms tomorrow, and maybe catch some baseball and maybe some strat. So thanks a lot.